Hi everyone, this is Master on Sandman 1, and today I'm looking at a group of 3 custom ODSTs that I've made, and this little diorama that I've made. Just please note that I won't be covering this NMPD, New Mombasa Police Department figure, as he is not custom at all, and he's just the figure that came with the NMPD police cruiser. So let's take a look at the figures. So here are the 3 ODSTs. This guy, I've got him doing kind of the Black Ops pose with his Gunfighter Magnum and his Tactical Magnum, which are both custom. This one has a DMR with a weapon skin that was special for Halo 5. I think it was if you pre-ordered. And then this guy just has a long shot assault rifle and a little knife. So let's go and look at these on the 360. So here's the first ODST. So as I mentioned before, he has a Gunfighter Magnum and a Tactical Magnum. So we'll look at both of those. So here's the Gunfighter Magnum. It is a one of the suppressed ODST Magnums, except it has the handguard cut off. It also has the little laser sight cut off. And then I did some gray around the suppressor area, and I did a bit of gray on the slide. But that's about it for that. There's also some silver on the slide on the Tactical Magnum. The magazine has some dark gray painted on, and then there's some extra detail on the laser sight and the suppressor, which then is also mirrored onto the other side. But then looking at the figure himself, he has one of the special shoulder plates on, and of course he has this yellow and black color scheme. He has one of the normal ODST shoulder plates right there. His backpack has some detailing on it, and then also his legs are not supposed to be mirrored on the thigh pieces, but that was kind of the design I was going for. It also has a little bit of detail on the boots. And then the helmet is the, what's his name? It's the sniper from the ODST squad. I can't remember his name right now. I think it's Romeo. But it's his helmet, and I did some detailing for the little night vision goggle piece and infrared. So I did this little red bit on the kind of little vision piece. And then the rest of the helmet is just black with these yellow details. And the back of the helmet doesn't have anything other than just on the bottom there's a little bit of yellow. But that is pretty much it for this figure. Let's go on to the next one. So here's the second custom. So I'll do the 360 around, and we can stop right here. He has a Scout Spartan shoulder pad, and it has some of this light blue and dark gray detailing on it. And now that I just took away the DMR, let's look at that. So yeah, it has this special weapon skin on it, which I found looks really cool, so I painted it onto this DMR. I think it turned out really nicely, and it's mirrored on both sides and goes all the way around, even on the bottom. And then there's some dark gray there, even though it looks like it might just be black. So this is 100% painted, other than the grip, which, because the paint would scrape off anyway. So yeah, on the boots, there's some detailing, I kind of did steel on the toes of the boots. I did some light gray detailing all around on the little lines. That's mirrored onto this one too. And then the knee pads have some little blue detailing and light gray, and some blue detailing right there. The the thigh plates are completely mirrored, and then the chest piece has kind of this one little blue line, kind of offset. I thought that made it look really cool, so I did that. Then also on the forearm pieces, the little elbow pads have some little light gray pieces on them. And then actually for the backpack I did something really special. I kind of tried to replicate the little ODST sign with the skull on fire inside of the ODST drop pod. So I think that turned out pretty nicely on his backpack. And then I did some blue detailing all around. And a little bit of light gray on the back. Then also when the backpack is away, you can see that I put some dark gray on the little details of the lower back on the full chest piece. And I can put the backpack on now. Then also on the helmet, there's some little blue kind of showing like lights and stuff. And then I painted the visor chrome blue. And then I did a bit of dark gray and black around the visor. But that is pretty much it for this guy. Custom. So first of all, we can look at his long shot assault rifle. So this is a normal Mega Bloks assault rifle, just with some paint detailing all the way around and the little scope. I just made that out of a little piece of clay, which then I painted gray, and I just crazy glued it onto the top of the assault rifle. And I think it turned out pretty nicely for what it is supposed to be. Then we can also look at this little knife here. This, of course, is just one of the normal ODST knives. It has the little open spots, so then it can attach to his chest piece. And then we can look at this figure. So the boots don't have any detailing on them, and the thigh pieces only have these two little red dots on each of them, which is of course completely mirrored. He has two different shoulder pads, both which are larger, kind of as this guy is supposed to be a bit more kind of run and gun style, less stealth, with his kind of paint job of having all this red. And then also on his helmet you can see the kind of saber-tooth design that I did all over the visor, which I think kind of turned out really well and kind of makes him look really hardcore. He also has the special ODST helmet, which has the little comms device, and then also all around his helmet there are some red stripes and little red designs. On the front of the chest there's this little symbol. It wasn't supposed to mean anything, it looks kind of cool. He also, on the top, on one side, sorry, the helmet's not coming off, okay, there. So on one side he has the full red stripe, and then on the other side it's just some red dots. I thought that kind of made a cool design to make it kind of offset and not just be completely mirrored. So if I can get the helmet back on there, then we can then also look, the backpack has some red dots and this thick red stripe down the middle, and then there's a few little red details right there. But that is about it for this one, and then we can just look at the little diorama and finish up this review. Here's the little diorama. So if we turn it around, we can just see a 360 of it. It has all this little barbed wire which I put around, a little DMR and a barrel just because, and a little wheel. There's kind of some like pieces of a broken up building and stuff. And then also, since I put this little grill piece right there, then it's cool because then in the light then it kind of makes a shadow, and this could almost be like underground or something, kind of going down into like sewers or something. Just anything that could work for the ODST kind of setup, kind of in like cities and in the middle of the Human Covenant War, maybe set around Halo 3 ODST. So then there's also, as I mentioned, this NMPD trooper. He just has a DMR, which isn't very custom. It just has a little bit of gray and bronze painted on it, and the scope has a little bit of detailing. But that's pretty much it. And that is about it for this little. Now I'm wrapping up this review. So of course we have the 3 ODSTs which I covered. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more Halo customs. And also be on the lookout on my channel. I have lots more coming in the next few weeks. So click here to subscribe. Click here to see my Halo customs playlist and anything in relation to Halo on my channel. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Master Sergeant Sandman 1 out.